So this will be the second part of the solution series that we are seeing. So if you want to see the previous video, the link will be in the description also. You can look at this series of videos because I will not be able to make it in one video. So I will have a series of analysis video till the preliminary examination. To suggest that previous year question papers are very important. So in this question, so this is 2013 question paper series is what we are seeing right now. So this is part 2 of that series. So Forest Rights Act, very important Forest Rights Act. They asked me this question in interview also. So one of the interview, they asked me what is the abbreviation of Forest Rights Act. So it is a very important act. You should look at it. Mains also very many times they have asked in anthropology, in sociology, many other things in GS paper 1. They've asked this, so we should know this. And who shall have the authority to initiate the process? So this is the very simplest of things. The process will be initiated by the Gram Sabha. That is the objective of, in the previous question also, in the previous video, you might have seen PESA Act. This PESA Act and Forest Rights Act are very key in giving autonomy to the vulnerable section, especially the scheduled tribes. And in that, Gram Sabha plays a very important role. D is the answer. These are questions which we should take. And this was on the day. See, I will tell you the answer, I think, is moles. Okay, aflatoxins. Okay, aflatoxins. People kept saying that this is current affairs and things like that, but I did not know that. See, if we do not know what is aflatoxins on the day, we should not take a chance. So this question I will leave. In the previous things also, previous video also, I have told that it is not only about giving a right answer and going for these questions. Rather, we should also know what questions we should leave in civil services. That is very, very important. And this question, I did not have an idea. There are in 2021 also, I think 2021 also, there were questions on biphenol. And one more question was there. If we know, we can touch it. We do not know, then see, these are all questions either you know or not, yes or no. The Gram Sabha, these are questions where it is about logic. So you can take an understanding and you can give it a try, but I would not say, if you do not know these, please don't try it. And the economic justice, because soon after, as I said, soon after you will have a question. Instead of worrying about that question, soon after the next question says, which is the economic justice. Is very, very easy. It is preamble and DPSP. See, people mistake it as fundamental rights. Fundamental rights are a rights against the state. But where the economic justice, justice, social, economic, political, as given in the preamble, is defined as in DPSP. And that is the answer. You should check. And these are questions we can take. We should not leave out these questions. And this is one of the question where they said that which of the following are released in the environment e-waste. E-waste policy. February 28, one article is there. Hindu, I have shared it in Minds of Aspirants group. You can check the Minds of Aspirants group also for these things, because paper reading, this is newspaper. Newspaper gives you a wide perspective. I am a very strong believer in this fact that this examination, especially preliminary examination, see, preliminary examination, people may sneak in through, for example, a little bit of cutoff, they can go in and they clear mains, and I don't have anything against that. But for preliminary examination, for being safe, you should have a wider understanding and that comes by reading newspaper. And if you see, plutonium will not be there. So this, if you remove, it will come. And there was one more question in this 2013 series itself, where where I spoke about uranium pollution, arsenic and fluoride, and this uranium 1, 3, 5. There was an option where I took out 5 and I chose 1 and 3. Uranium pollution I did not see, and I said that the elimination technique which I applied was if there is an uranium contamination, there would be a problem. Similarly, see, but uranium in groundwater is there, sir. There are certain reports, but plutonium in e-waste, this is not there. Plutonium is a high grade weapons thing. Rare earth metals, so the things which are there in the e-waste is rare earth metals. Plutonium is not a rare earth metal, but uranium pollution and things like that might have happened. That is the logic of that, might have happened, but this is not sure. This is not definitely not true. So B is the answer. Acid rain, one more important topic which kept coming, acid rain. This is sulfur, H2SO4. So what can ozone, it is here ozone, carbonic acid, carbon dioxide. See, but if you look at this logic, carbon dioxide is necessary in terms of a particular thing, because it's not harmful. Harmful is something, acid rain is a harmful substance. Carbon dioxide has been there in the air for a very long time, and if it is there, it is not going to cause, see, there is no article relevant to carbon dioxide being a it's a greenhouse gas, okay, but acid rain, when it comes, it can form, see, that is the point. Carbonic acid is there, water, if you add water, carbonic acid will come, but acid rain, I will go for this only. So that is the see, I am not talking about what is the meaning of acid rain. I am saying what happens inside the hall. How do we think and decide that D is the answer? The justification that you have to give to yourself. See, there is a saying, whatever you do, do not lie to yourself. So what I am trying to do through these things is that what happened inside the hall to my mind, I am telling you. So how did I decide? So this is how I decided. And the next question is about food chain in the ecosystem. Illustrates feed upon each other. Okay, food chains are found in within the population of species. Okay, chain illustrates whether this is true, this is true, this is true. I am not sure. But I know that food chains are found within the population of a species. No, it is in between species. That is what is the meaning of food chain. One species having to eat the other species and the subsequent chain formation. So this I know is not true. So this is removed, this is removed, and I have to check whether A or D is true. In this case, it illustrates this is true. This is what I explained now. So A is the answer. So the next question we'll go, and if you see, and this question also, geography. See, geography, maps form a very important thing. In this 2013 question paper itself, 3 questions have now come, including this 3 questions. One was about this Nokrek National Park, and the other was about this Atlas Mountain, and that in the previous video it will be there. And as I said that I felt a difficulty in that, this also I felt a difficulty. I'll tell you why. And if you see one more thing, this Northeast, in that Nokrek question, you can check that question. It talks about Nokrek, Namdapa and Barail range, and all these are northeastern geography, very important. This Manas National Park and Kaziranga also are in the northeast. So it is, Kaziranga is somewhere here, Manas river is somewhere here. So there is a Manas National Park. And you know what? Manas National Park, there is also pygmy hog we saw. We saw one question, pygmy hog. You check, I said that pygmy hog was endangered and was in Assam. And Assam in where, which place? If you check, it is in Manas. And Kaziranga is in the one-horned rhinoceros. And this is wrong, I know. But I was, so you remove this. So I was stuck between all these options. Silent National Park, I know that it is in Kerala, but whether it is flowing through Kaveri, see, it is not flowing, it is in Kerala. It is Kaveri is coming this way, but see, the point of this examination is such that inside the hall, who is going to confirm me how the Kaveri river flows? I was thinking about whether 1 and 3 is right. This is not or whether Corbett National Park, so you will know that Corbett in Uttarakhand, whether Ganga passes through that. It's a kind of a tough thing, you know. See, today I can sit and say that D is the answer. I can come out. There is something called as human beings making decision in hindsight. In hindsight, everything will seem as correct, or everything will seem as easy, or everything will seem as you didn't know that. But in hindsight, you will know that. In psychology, it is a hindsight decision making, they say. But when I was inside the hall, I remember specifically, no, see, Corbett I know, Ganga I know, silent, everything I know. But whether it is flowing through that, this is the only thing I removed, because Manas River I know, Manas, because it is Manas, it passes through Manas National Park. Not Kaziranga. This only thing I know, but today I know that D is the answer. So this is how geography, northeastern things and other things, national parks, you have to look at it. Very important for geography. This I did not know. I left it this question. So in this examination, out of the 100 question, I usually used to leave 13 to some 8 questions. This is the number of questions I used to leave. You can check the number of questions. So answer is B. I think answer is B. I did not even check biofertilizers. I did not know these things. Specific things I'm not sure. So this is the answer, but I left this question. And this is one question which I leave, there are questions which I can easily choose. So nitrogen, so which of the following adds nitrogen to the soil? Everyone knows excretion of urea by animals. That is, everyone of us from the body excretes nitrogen, and that is why chedi ke tanni utras, you know, so that kind of thing. So you will know that. See, that is the point. You should use the every possible knowledge that you have, not especially the knowledge that you have read from the books. It's not possible. So that is true. Death of vegetation, obviously everything will have some DNA kind of thing, and all these things are made up of nitrogen. So this is true. So nitrogen to the soil. But coal, by this is carbon. How can a carbon based compound give rise to nitrogen? So this is not true. So C is the answer. So these are all logics which you should apply inside the hall. This is a question which I took. And this is one more thing, lion-tailed macaca. Again, geography location. Look at this. Geography location is very, very important question in civil services. Lion-tailed macaca, the logic, you should apply the logic is that it is in the Western Ghats. This is the only thing that you should know. And in Vandalur Zoo, if you go, lion-tailed macaca is there. They have this poster where they give this lion-tailed macaca a special status because it is a very special animal which is present in the Western Ghats. And in this, what are Western Ghats? Tamil Nadu has Western Ghats, Kerala has Western Ghats, Karnataka has Western Ghats. See, all this is Western Ghats. But Andhra Pradesh is Eastern Ghats. The state division along this Bellary, so the districts of Bellary and all these will come, and Kadapa or Bellary Kadapa will come. So if it will come here in the Eastern Ghats. So if you see, the answer is 1, 2, 3. A is the answer. So one of the, see, this question I took, this question, the point is that to take questions which are very suitable to you and finish it. And this Buddhist Chaitya Vihara. And I'll tell you the truth. That is the point. When I started, as I said, in court cases, I'm going to tell the truth and only the truth. This is a very easy question. Okay, but when I was, and I chose the correct answer. For example, B is the answer. Chaitya is the place of worship, and Vihara is the, see, the name Vihar, or in Hindi or in something, if you look at it, Vihara is the place where you dwell, live. I know this fact that Chaitya Vihara means something. On the day, on 2013, when I was writing, I was confused between whether this or this. See, it's an vice versa. So whether Vihara, see, this is what happens inside the hall. You can read how much ever possible, but inside the hall, this mind will confuse you. The Vadivel comedy, Abraham Lincoln, Abdul Kalama. See, both are A. The mind will play a lot of tricks on you, but you should take a stand and you should go for the things which you feel are correct. B is the answer. Okay, and the next question is the most easiest question, or not most easiest question. Every meme creator has this, or every self-help book has this concept of Buddha saying, there is a J. Shetty, one person, he uses Buddhism a lot, but Buddha, whether he follows Buddhism, it's a different thing. But Buddhism or Buddha says extinction of the desire is the means to nirvana or enlightenment. So that is how Siddhartha became the Buddha, enlightened. So the A is the answer. The next question is also, see, look at all these questions. Fundamental in the governance is DPSP. Article, I think 37 or 36, you can check it. They have directly given the statement from Article 36. See, I know students, or I know, for example, some of my friends, they marked fundamental rights. Such kinds of questions, such kinds of answers, if we are losing these questions, it is a very tough task to continue in the race. In preliminary examination, certain questions we should have it with ourselves, because there will be questions which are difficult where we might have gone wrong, and those questions, in a sense, these are all will compensate for something which we have done as mistakes. These questions will help us. And again, Simon Commission, this is also very important, easy question. It was called as a all whites commission. Go back, Simon, because and that is why we will have Motilal Nehru and others, including Subhash Chandra Bose, forming another alternative commission or alternative committee for formation of constitution, and they would form a constitution. But the problem that they will say is that it is no Indian member was present, and these are all questions which we should take as easy and move on. Quit India movement was launched in response to this is not true. Cabinet mission was the final thing which happened according to the constitution was made. Simon Commission report, no, as they have said it right here, it was in 1927. Somewhere around 1927, 29, Simon Commission. This is wrong. So the answer must lie between these two. In this, I like Cribb's proposals, and the B is the answer. And one more thing, as I was saying, inside the hall, this question also became a lot of, or I faced a lot of difficulty in this question. See, simple, balance. We read so many complex books, and that is why I say that simple books will clear you this exam, because basic understanding, they are asking what is, see, instead of looking at all the details of many other things, we should focus on the basics. Instead of looking at the current affairs, so many 300 pages of current affairs, we should look at what is balance of payment. Balance of payment, if you look at, I know the fact that it is something related to export and import and something, but the goods exported from a country during a year, no. But I was not sure. See, this is the answer. A is the answer. Finally, I chose A. But I was struggling with all these answers. But what I understand now is that you can look at each thing. Goods exported from a country during a year, no. See, goods and services, Economic transaction between government, no, it can be also between other businesses. It also includes this capital movements from one country to another. No, not only capital movement, it is also goods and things. The point is that when you read that, you will know that certain things are missing, and when certain things are missing, this is the only option which is left and which can be taken. A is the answer. And how does commercial bank regulate? And this also I was a little bit confused on that day. Yes, liquidity of assets, merger of banks, this, all this is there. I won on the day 134. I did not know branch expansion, whether Reserve Bank, but today I know, yes, Reserve Bank regulates branch expansion, because otherwise banks will not go into the rural area at all. Only when you have a regulator like RBI, you will have branch expanded to regions which are not supposedly profitable. So otherwise they would not go. But on the day I was confused as to whether branch expansion is there. But if you see, 134 is not an option. 134, if it was there, I would have taken that option. Thank God it was not there, so I took this option. So D is the answer. So 42 is the answer. Sorry, 42, D is the answer. And the bank rate, this is also again one more thing. So increase in bank rate, this becomes costly. So you increase the bank rate, means you are making the money available costly, and that is called as tight money policy. That is, you are tightening the policy. You are increasing the bank rate, by that you are increasing the interest rate, and by that you are tightening the money. So D is the answer. These are all things which are in the simplest economics books, which I suggested that Shankar Ganesh, this is the book I used. Shankar Ganesh and newspaper, this is what I use. And you can also use Khan Academy economics video. Khan Academy, everyone would have know this. He's a wonderful person. The way he explains things is astonishingly simple, and in 10 minutes he will explain. So for economics, if anyone is very struggling with economics, you can go for the simplest book, Shankar Ganesh, for understanding, newspaper for how it is happening, Khan Academy, you can look at it, and it will give you a lot of ideas. D is the answer. And again, see, look at this deficit financing. Deficit financing, that is, you have a budget of so this 100 rupees, you have something like 110 as expenditure, you need 10. So how would you have this deficit? So in this deficit financing, this is what is deficit. There is one more question relevant to this question later in the question paper, I think. But what is deficit financing? Is you financing that 10 rupees. What does it do? Means it does not, in redemption of, see, it's not, all this seems true, but it actually develops your economy, because you are adding 10 rupees which will go into the economy, and it might create jobs and things and infrastructures. So this is how a logical approach to this examination will help you clear this. Indus Valley civilization, this is something which I'm very fond of. In anthropology it comes, and Indus Valley civilization is something which I have gone and read, and I like reading about Indus Valley. So I know for a fact that in history, I know for a fact that one is not temple is missing, and this time there is a question on Keeladi and Adichanallur. Adichanallur, how they have been helpful in understanding the linkage between Indus Valley civilization and the southern civilization is a very important theme which is happening right now. So look at that. But what I wanted to say was, in Indus Valley civilization and even Keeladi, they have not found this place of temple. People may say that the Mohenjo-daro bathing ritual was there. See, bathing ritual, the temple, in the case of temple, if you see Egypt and all, there will be so many big temples built for pharaohs and other deities, but not in the case of Indus Valley. But even if you are not sure, Mohenjo-daro's bathing can be looked at as temple, means there was no horse drawn. This is not there. and this is not there. Third, so this is, so you remove this, and one is removed and only 2 is left, but they worshipped. This is true. B is true, and this is something which I really like reading about Indus Valley. So very important chapter as well. So look at this chapter, and this is one of the important questions, or in terms of questions, they have one question in these diseases. Recently, Corona, they asked Zika, they asked Ebola, they asked one question they will ask, and HIV, AIDS, and hepatitis has been asked several times. In tattooing, everyone would have see everyone. This is chikungunya is a vector-borne disease. This is something which you get by bite of mosquito. Everyone who has tattooed, or everyone in college, would definitely know this fact, that because of the needle you have HIV or spread of HIV and hepatitis. So B is the answer for this. So the next question, Jain doctrine, it is actually true, all of true. Surest penance, so it is true that Jain doctrine. One question was from Buddhism, annihilation of, there was one question, annihilation of desire. And in the case of Jaina, it is penance, and every small object, even a stone. So that is why they have this Shvetambara. There are two sects, Digambaras and Shvetambaras. So they will have this, one will be the most orthodox person, where they will not even hurt the things. That is why they will have feathers for removing even the ant in the place. So you will have this true. Karma is a bane of the soul and must be ended. This is also true. And the point is that Buddhism and Jainism, one thing will not ascribe to karma. Okay, but on the day I had this doubt of whether karma is this is a doctrine accepted by Jaina or the Buddha. So I was not sure of 3, but 1 and 2 is not an option. Look at this. So 1 and 2 is not an option. That is why I chose 3. And which of the describes functional? So this is also again a little bit of biology, ecological niche. That is you describing yourself, a place for yourself in an environment is ecological niche. So you for this example is you choosing, you may choose, you come to this ecosystem of UPSC, somebody will choose anthropology, somebody will choose sociology, somebody will choose geography. Your niche, your specialty, your functional role in that UPSC ecosystem is what you should know. And this is ecotone, also something which is between two ecosystem. Look at this. What is ecotone? Two ecosystem will be there, and this zone will be the ecotone. Please look at that, because it's a very important concept as well. So but the answer for this is ecological niche. And the photochemical smog, on the day I did not know, but photochemical smog, answer is A. I made wrong. I think I picked A. Somehow I picked A because I was in terms of, see, this is there, this is there, something CO is there. So I was thinking, because photochemical smog, something related to smog, which is affected by photo and things, what is that, pollution in the air. So that should be A. And this I chose it wrong. So in terms of contraction of muscles, anyone who has played any game in the hot sun would understand that there would be cramps. When you have cramps, they will give you bananas. No, there will be banana or water they will give. Electrolyte they will give. What is this electrolyte? Means it is sodium. So sodium will go low, calcium will go low, and that is why they will give you. So I thought 1 and 3. So when sodium and calcium goes low, in advertisements also it comes, when in the heat you will have these drinks where you have electrolyte replenishment. But I thought calcium and sodium, I did not think iron was there. Iron, but answer is 1, 2, 3. I chose 1 and 3. See, this is what I said. I'm not going to give you a fake thing where I would say that. See, The purpose of this examination is not to correct every or have everything correct. The purpose is to clear this. And I did clear this. I did write the mains that time also. But how did I do that? That is what we are going to see in the video. We will see these questions or solutions for these questions in a sequential manner in a series of videos. The purpose of making these videos is that to make you understand that this examination is clear, or it can be cleared using previous year question paper, and those are the most important areas in which you should concentrate in these last 90 days. And that is why the sequence of videos is going to be regularly posted, and question paper solution I will post it, and you can check it, and you can also check in, or you can put in your doubts in this Minds of Aspirant group, which is also there. The link is also in the description. All the other solution links also I'll post it in the description. Please look at this, and thank you for watching. All the best.